Here we are in section 1.3 exercises, part A, with the solutions to numbers 1 through number 9. Okay, here we go. Add. This is an addition problem of 36,451 plus 2,197. In order to add properly, we line up the decimals. So there's the decimal on that guy, and there's the decimal on that guy. It looks like we're good lined up. 1 plus 7 is 8. 5 plus 9 is 14. So we leave the 4 down here and call that 14. So we carried 10 of them over here. 1 plus 4 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. And 3, 38,648. Let's double check that. There we have it, 38,648. Okay, next. Number 2. 143.29 plus 0.923. Ooh, that looks a little tricky. They put the 9 above the 3. We've got to rewrite this as 143.29 plus, line up this decimal, 0.923. So really this is 0 out here, and if you would like to put that, that's great. Not totally necessary, but 0 plus 3 is 3. 9 plus 2 is 11. So one of them comes here, and 10 add up there. 1 plus 2 plus 9 is 12. So again, we're going to carry the 1. Make sure that decimal is right down here, straight below it. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 0 is 4. And 1 right there. 144.213. And here we go, number 2 is indeed 144.213. Oh boy, number 3, this is a big one, and the decimals really aren't lined up. So let's write it out. This is 5,834,906.2 plus 54. The 5 has to go here and the 4 there, so the decimal can line right up, 54.3227. And then we add them. So here we have zeros. There's nothing up there. So if you'd like to put zeros there, like that, you certainly can. Not necessary, but it may help you do that. 0 plus 7 is 7. 0 plus 2 is 2. 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. And then the decimal comes straight down. 6 plus 4 is 10. So we put the 0 there and carry the 1. So we carried 10 of them over here. 1 plus 0 plus 5 is 6. 9 plus 0 is 9. 4 plus 0 is 4. 3 plus 0 is 3. 8 plus 0 is 8. And 5 plus 0 is 5. And let me see, we got a comma there and a comma there to separate the numbers. 5,834,960.5227. And we check our answer in the back of the book, or on that next page. All right, number 4. This says to subtract. Well, this is 7 subtract a negative 2. Now, when two negatives happen, this is subtracting a negative 2, and these two negatives go together to make a positive. When you subtract a negative, that's like losing cold or losing debt, and it turns out to be an increase. And so that is 7 plus 2 equals 9. That was a little tricky because it said subtract, but subtracting a negative number is addition. The next one, negative 7 minus 2. Again, negative 7 and you're subtracting 2, but that means that this guy, the negative sign and the negative sign, those are in the same direction. They're both negatives. When you subtract something, you're going negative further from another negative. And so in the same direction, this actually means you are adding in that direction. So this is really 9, all in the negative direction. We should write that down just one more way. If I had a thermometer, and here's 0, and here's negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7. So there's negative 7. And then positive 1, 2, 3, and on like that. What we just did, we took negative 7 is right here. That's where we started. And then we subtracted 2. That means we got colder by 2 degrees. So it had to go down 2 degrees down here. That's where we ended up at a negative 9. So a negative 7 and a negative 2 going together are a negative 9. Oh, that was pretty tough. Okay, let's look at the next one. Negative 13 subtracting a negative 10. Just like this over here, when you subtract a negative, those are exactly opposite of each other. So that is plus. Negative 13 plus 10. Now these are opposite signs, so we do subtraction here. 13 minus 10 is 3, but this guy is the strong one, meaning that he wins. He's negative, so the answer has to end up a negative. There was a tug-of-war between these two, negative 13 and 10. Again, on this, let's do it with a thermometer over here. If you're at negative 13 degrees, bing, there's 0 clear up here, and then you lose cold of 10 or you increase 10, you're going to go up here, not quite 13, but right up here to negative 3, and you got 10 degrees warmer. And so that's kind of what happened visually, and then algebraically that's what you do, or arithmetically you take and subtract them and the stronger one wins. All right, let's try this similar problem over here. Negative 18 plus a 5. These guys are opposite signs, so just like number 6, they are going to be tug-of-warring against each other. The subtraction of 18 and 5 is 13, and this guy right here is the stronger one, so we're negative 13. Let's try this one. 10 minus 57. They're opposite signs. This one is a positive 10, and that's a negative 57, so they're subtracting. This is a real subtraction problem. And 57 minus 10 is 47, but the negative 1 is larger, so it pulls you over like that. Good. Negative 14 minus 8. Notice that that's a negative and that's a negative. They're the same direction, so this is actually an addition problem in the negative direction. So this is 14 and 8 is 22, all in the negative direction. And let's look at a temperature scale. If there's 0 and here's negative 14 and we subtract 8, that's where we end up at negative 22. Good.